No. Hey guys, welcome back to Calm Girls. I'm Charlie.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Victoria.
Today we're going to be talking about evolution of media.
Ooh.
Exciting, right?
What a great topic.
It is, yeah. I mean, like, it's okay. We were just talking about this right before we hit record.
I know, we're like, we need to stop
And now we're like, oh no.
But we were talking about how, like, you know, we grew up in the age where everything is changing.
Right, like, when we were
Like-
younger, like, there was very minimal technology, right? Compared to now,
Yeah.
right?
Like, using, like, the yellow pages as a stool at the table. Mm-hmm. You know, like...
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I remember, like, Mom putting down the yellow pages book on my chair, but, like, when I grabbed my little booster seat for the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, sitting on it or whatever. Now... You have to, like, Google Yellow Pages. Even then, I was looking at something. I don't know why. I was just looking at it because I don't know. And it was, like... I was so confused by it because I don't know. I didn't have to use it.
Right.
What is that?
But, like, anything... Like, that's interesting. Like, it literally is the fattest book ever. And now it's just, like, on my thin little iPhone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can just scroll. I can search. I don't have to, like, flip pages to get paper cuts. Like, you know, or, like, I wake up... get an update. It says like Apple News update, like every morning.
Right, compared to, like, reading
Instead
the
of
paper.
like
Right.
back in March, you know, like the
Yeah.
grandpa.
This world is revolving around technology.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Like,
it continually
you
will.
can use... Please don't go off phone. That's all I ask. You can use Siri... Okay, she didn't go off. I was making sure. But you can use, like, Siri to find things, like, on your computer. You can be, like, Command F or something to find, like, a certain word. You know what I mean? It's, like, it's crazy.
Limitless. Like, literally, there's
Listen to
so-
music on your phone. Like, watch YouTube
You can
videos.
do
I'm like,
a million
I
what?
don't even
things.
need like to spend like the first 5 minutes of my walk untangling headphones.
Right.
I just
Yeah,
pop in my
AirPods. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wireless
And then
now.
I just when I'm putting them away, they charge. And
Guys, I remember the struggle of untangling them.
I know. I'd be like, oh my
I would be like,
gosh.
dude.
Time, yeah.
Or losing
and
them.
that wasn't even that long. Like that was like high school when AirPods came
Right.
out.
Yeah, that wasn't
Me.
long ago.
Like that.
Well,
I
like,
don't
and when
know.
I was little, like, my parents were like, okay, for your first phone, you're getting our old flip phone.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And so I had a flip phone for the
Yeah.
longest
That's
time.
crazy.
And, like, I would just kind of get whatever phones my parents were done with, pretty much. So I felt like I was evolving, you know,
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
through
yes,
my
a
phone.
flip phone.
Yes.
No, yeah, like, I even remember, like, my first conscious memory as a little child. Probably, like, I don't know, 3 or something. But I remember, this is so funny, because right now we're reading notes off of the flat screen TV in my apartment. But having the giant box TV,
Those were
like this
huge.
My grandpa
giant,
still has that.
you know, like,
Yeah.
and like it has like that weird like buzz to it, you
Yep.
know, like the high frequency pitch. Anyways, and I just remember like watching I don't even know what something on a VHS tape, which took forever to scour and find a VHS
Yep.
tape.
You have
And
to
then-
rewind
and then
them?
rewinding it.
Yep.
Oh my
the
gosh.
pain of like someone forgetting to rewind it before you watch it is like.
Uh-huh.
But and then me sitting there and my mom's bedazzling her brand new like Motorola Razr phone, and I'm like.
You're like, what?
I was like, this is so cool. I can't wait to have, like, you know, like, thinking, like, this is how my life will be. This is so cute.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, that being, I think that was, like, my mom's first phone. She was, like, 30.
Right. Like, my
Yeah.
parents didn't have phones, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's kind of crazy, like, now, you know, I have my younger sisters, like, literally I remember a few years ago, she was in, like, I don't know, like, 3rd grade, and she's like, can I have a phone? Like, all of my friends have phones, they're all, like, playing games, like, literally brand
Yes.
new iPhones. I'm like, what are these kindergartners doing with iPhones
No,
now,
like,
you know?
I would see little children, like, 9, 8 years old, and they would have, like, the newest iPhone. I was
Yes.
like,
How
how
do
do
you
you
have
earth? Like, I had literally an iPod that wouldn't work without Wi-Fi. Like, you
Literally.
could only play
No,
games on
false.
it. Like,
You had to pay per text that
exactly.
you sent.
Like, it was
Yeah.
the tiniest thing ever. And I'm, like, seeing these kids with the massive phones. I was like,
No,
what?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of, like, paying for, like, I remember, oh my gosh, it was a vivid, like, T-Mobile commercial where I don't even, like, I'm going to describe it. Hopefully whoever is listening understands what I'm trying to say. But I remember it was, like, this guy was sitting at, like, a restaurant table, and, like, he was, like, trying to send a text, but I don't know, and the waitress or something, like, brought him, like, these little pods. Like, they look like little Tide Pods.
I know
but
what you're
they were,
talking about.
quote unquote minutes, and it was like
Uh-huh.
when like unlimited data started first
I
being
do know
rolled
what
out. It
you're
was
talking
probably
about.
like 2007,
Okay.
2008 or something, but maybe later than that. But like I just remember like I thought like you had to have like these physical minutes, but like looking back at it, it's because like you had to buy, like you had to pay per text.
Right. I remember that.
Honestly, I'm gonna look real quick on my phone to see how many texts because you can see how many texts you sent.
You do? I
Can
didn't
you
even
really?
know that.
Either
I'm scared
you
to
can
see that
or
number.
you can see notifications of texts.
No way.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
let me check.
Wow, that's actually like
But
kind of insane.
Literally, I probably send like 1,000 texts. Could you imagine like $1 a text?
Yeah.
That's so much money.
Like that's crazy.
Especially with like how much everything is now. Like we were saying how like
Yeah.
you know, phones used to be
Oh my gosh.
so
Yeah, 'cause, like,
affordable.
when I was like, I remember I was like in middle school, 7th grade, and I was like, Mom, I want a phone. Like all my friends have phones. She was like, well, you can either like wait till you're a freshman in high school and then I can buy you a phone, or you can like save up a lemonade stand or something and buy it yourself. And I was like, yeah. $200 later, I had like, what was it, the iPhone 5C or something? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like you know what I mean?
And now
But
we're at like 15s or
15,
something.
16,
and they're like almost
17,
$2,000 or
yeah.
something. I'm like,
And it's
what?
like, it's crazy.
And then there's
Yeah.
like newer laptops, newer headphones, there's
Everything.
VRs now, like the Apple Pro
Dude,
Vision
okay,
things. Like
something else that
it's
has been
crazy.
evolving recently, which I honestly find really terrifying, is AI.
Oh, literally.
AI
is
scares me.
crazy.
AI is freaky.
It scares me so much. Like, I'm not even kidding, because I feel like it could take our jobs at one point.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like, you know, like the scary movies where the robots come and like attack and like, you know, your jobs are gone
Literally.
and like you don't need people anymore.
like computer science majors, like if
Yes.
AI becomes a lot more usable and like more helpful, I bet CS majors will be out of jobs
Oh,
easily.
yeah, we were just literally, for the other project, I interviewed a journalist. And I was like asking her, I'm like, so like, do you have like, what are some things about the future that you worry about, like the future of journalism? And she said AI.
Yeah.
Because she uses, like, she was telling me how she goes to like these press conferences, and then like she uses an AI tool to help her, like, I think what it does is it like writes it down for her, like what is being said, like
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice.
like transcribes it.
oh, yeah. Okay.
Which, you know, it's been a thing for a while, but like this is really good. And then after she was like, yeah, and I was trying to save it and closing it out, and it was like, it popped up like, here's a summary of what happened today, like of what was said. And she was like, that's my job. That's what I like. That's literally my job.
That's what I get paid for.
Yeah, and she was like, she was literally telling me like, maybe think about another job, because honestly, 4 years from now, like when you graduate, 4 or 5 years from now, like you might be out of it. Like you might not
That
even have
is
a job
terrifying.
to go to. And I'm like,
Yeah, like my
That's
dad's
insane.
a programmer. He like writes
Yeah.
apps and stuff. And in his job now they're making him like learn AI stuff. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like when did AI come out?
like so like a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah, but like 4 years
yeah.
ago, like my dad's jobs, like they never had him do anything with AI. Like wasn't a thing, you know. But now they're like, you have to learn about AI and like all this stuff. And I just think that's crazy, because I generally think AI is gonna
Take over the world.
I
take
agree.
over.
Literally, like the whole like we were talking about it. Oh my goodness, with the communications guy.
Yes.
They have like the facial recognition.
Yeah,
like,
and like
Yes.
the tracking.
deep fakes.
Yeah.
Like literally, my face could be on anything.
Or like, are you? Oh my gosh, that
Yeah,
just made me
it's
think. Like on
terrifying.
TikTok, have you guys ever like seen the videos of like this person singing this song and it's not actually them?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
it's
Dude,
AI
Taylor
and it's
Swift.
crazy.
Taylor Swift.
So she has a new song coming out called Fortnite, and it's with Post Malone.
I love Posty.
And I love Posty. But literally, like, I remember my friend sent me a text, like, one morning, like, when she woke up, she was, like, her morning scroll or whatever.
So real.
So real. Right? We all gotta do it. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, someone leaked the new song. Like, because it was, like,
Yeah.
the audio had dropped. And then, but in actuality, like,
It's AI.
it was AI. And it was like, I was like, okay, this is good. And then like it came out like, no, it was fake. The person who created it was like, no, that's fake. Or
The Travis Kelce song.
Travis,
Oh my gosh,
all
that was
over.
crazy. When my friend showed me at first, I was like, "There's no,
No
way
way
she
she
made
wrote that.
this.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
no way." But like, I'll see like Harry Styles cover of this song, and I'm like, "That's not him.
That's-
It's literally
yeah.
AI." And it's crazy how much AI is
or like
coming.
Accurate.
I'm like, oh, I
to
didn't
the-
know Taylor
yeah.
Swift covered this song. It's like
Yeah.
some like rap song or whatever, and
Exactly.
it's like it just sounds just like
It's
her.
crazy.
Right.
It's scary. It's
I
really,
know.
really scary.
Because I also have a friend who she's like doing animation as her major, and she's like, I am probably out of a job because AI is literally like creating so much. Like, you know, everyone has those trends, like, you know, where they try to exaggerate the picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
where they're
I know
like,
what you're talking
where
about.
they're like, I've actually seen ones where it's like draw like a Mormon missionary, and then they
Oh,
say
yeah.
make him more religious or whatever, and make him more religious.
Yes,
Yeah.
more and more.
And
And AI
it
does it.
And AI does it every time and just makes it more
Yeah.
extreme, you know, or like make this cake more expensive.
Oh,
whatever.
yes, yeah.
Pancakes, whatever it was. I don't even remember. But it's just like the fact that AI can like come up with a new image and you can hit reload and it'll make
Yeah.
multiple different ones.
But literally, like, I had Anna over a couple of days ago, and we were talking, like, we were trying to figure out a response, like, a text to send to this person.
Oh my gosh,
we were
yeah.
like, I don't want to put your info out there.
No, that's
But
okay.
basically, we were trying to formulate a text to this guy to stop texting her.
And you use AI to use it.
Chat GPT.
We used ChatGPT.
Because, like, I was like, how do I say this, like, nicer, you know, like.
Right, because
And
we're
it
like,
will do it.
And I put it in, but then, like, it was really good, but also, like,
it doesn't understand emotions
it
fully.
doesn't understand
it
emotions
doesn't.
fully, which is the
It
problem.
makes it sound like a robot, but it's
Yeah,
like nice
yes.
robot. You know what I
Very,
mean?
very robot responses. Like what you were reading off to me, I was like, that's a little much for, you know, like I don't feel like
it's
the-
not me. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I feel
it was able to replicate what it would be like to, like, I literally just put in, like, we're trying to tell this guy to stop talking to us or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was like just instantly,
right. Like it whips stuff out.
like literally, like probably faster than Google search,
uh-huh.
which is insane because
It's using Google
it's
search,
creating
right?
its own words though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so true.
Y'all know Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna be happening.
Crazy. That's
AI is gonna be Ultron, and then we're all dead. You know,
We're
like
gone.
we're all out of
We're
jobs.
gone.
But, like, that's scary to think about. Like, this has only been out for like a year
Uh-huh.
or however, and it's already like this progressed. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it doesn't take my job.
No,
I
literally.
know. Like it's
No.
honestly like so crazy. Like
Yeah.
my friend who's in animation, she's like, honestly, like AI could make a movie. Like I don't have
Oh,
to draw
easily.
anything
Yeah.
anymore.
Like in December, I think there was like a trend to make like your photos like you like up into Pixar.
Yes.
Do you remember that trend? Where
I
it was
do
like
remember that.
It gets like a
Use a
Pixar,
Pixar.
like use a Pixar whatever,
Uh-huh.
and like it was like all you have to do is. So I was literally had been back for my mission for 2 days when I saw
Oh my
this trend.
gosh.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so I had like the only like the first photos on my phone were me coming me coming home at the airport and stuff. And so I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, what if I did like a Pixar? It was like just put in like basic information like white female, black hair. Well, I was wearing a blue dress. I didn't even describe the color of blue it was. Because there's like so many shades of blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then wearing a black cowboy hat and boots.
Cute.
And I put it in and then, oh my gosh, I need to show you guys the photo.
Oh my gosh.
Literally,
Did
it
it-
was identical.
That's crazy.
It looked, I think like put like hazel eyes or whatever. Like it was identical to my, I didn't put the image in. I just put in a description. Like
That
like,
is actually
quick, short
terrifying.
That's so
description.
And
scary.
like now, like Snapchat has their own AI.
Oh yeah.
Like what is that?
I refuse to use it.
And, like,
I haven't used it
I'm
yet.
scared.
Yes,
of it.
it terrifies me because there's like also videos of all these people who are like, you know, telling them like, hey, like send a picture to them, and they're like, hey, like, and then the AI responds like, hey, looking great in that white shirt, and it's
Yes.
like, what?
Yeah, no, it's
It's also scary because like all your photos and videos are all on there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is
Yeah.
gonna happen? Like nothing's bad on there, but like that's all
Right.
my memories and stuff. So like once if like
Exactly.
AI takes over, I'm like, oh my gosh, all my things are
Yeah,
gone.
exactly. Like all your information,
It's
like
so
isn't
scary.
necessarily safe all the time, you know, which is
Yeah.
actually like terrifying. But yeah, AI is actually wild to me, and they're like
Yeah.
constantly improving it.
They
you know?
really are.
Which I feel like it's definitely can be used for awesome and good things.
Oh, 100%.
Like, oh my gosh, it gives us so much more like capability, which I think is
Yeah.
awesome. But like, I mean, it's also a very new thing, and I feel like we also just like don't know too much about it either. So it's like, oh my gosh, like what's even gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know?
it's just
It's crazy.
because I mean, like look how fast like it took the jump from newspaper news to television news. It took a while, right?
Yeah.
Like, or even here's a better example. It took how many till I don't know when the first airplane flew, but it took that many years, right? Since
Yeah.
Jesus was here for an airplane. Like, I think it was
Something like
1900s,
that,
right?
Something
I'll look
like
it
that.
up.
Yeah,
dude.
but it took that many years, and then the first flight to the moon came out of the U.S. and it was 65 years later. Mm-hmm. Like, it took 19-something odd years.
1903.
1903,
Like,
right?
isn't that crazy?
And the first flight was, like, what, 1968? Or around there? Yeah.
Like, isn't that, like it's so cool.
It's so cool.
But also crazy.
You can jump so fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We all have the materials for it now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But
Yeah, things are, like, way more available.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with that. Like, it just gives you, like, all these ideas. Like, it's just so dumb. But, like, I was asking AI for help coming up with... Because I had some other friends who were like, guys, we need to have a podcast. Because we just talk forever and ever.
Yeah.
And so I just put into, like, ChatGPT, give me good idea, like, name ideas, you know, for, like... Or, like, example, like, put in, like, you know, if I have a company doing this, like, what would be good names? And it's like, oh my gosh, like, this could legit be a company. I could totally see this, you know? It's wild.
It's
like,
crazy.
I feel like you need creativity for AI, but also you don't.
yeah.
And so it's like, you know, and, like, now Photoshop has AI.
Does it really?
Did you see that? Adobe Photoshop.
Oh, yeah. You can, like, literally, like,
Yeah.
like, make, like, a circle or whatever, like, on a lasso tool.
That's
And
what the
then
people are
you can-
using?
Yes.
So, like, if I, like, were to lasso, like, if the sunset's, like, ugly, if it's just cloudy outside, I can just, like, lasso it and then say, put in sunset with pink and blue sky.
Boom.
Boom. And it looks so, it's...
And you can click regenerate, and it'll give you a different one every single time.
I saw this girl take a picture just of her face, and she's like, make it look like I'm in the hospital and just, like, had a baby. And so, like, she does a hospital background and then, like, has a baby in her arms.
It's
I'm
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram story. Let me...
So
literally,
scary.
it's crazy.
like, you can fake anything nowadays, and you can't tell if it's real
So
or
it's
not.
like, I mean, like, that's also media in general. Like, as we've, you know, like, gotten used to media more.
Yeah,
or you're
you
doing
can
it right
just
now.
put it-
She's
I
doing it
can't-
right
I
now.
didn't know
Turn
it
this
was
image
there.
to any scene with a text prompt. Like, a backdrop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh,
So
do
there's
it.
a backdrop button on the
You should do
Instagram story.
Do like
now.
you're in Hawaii.
So
Yeah.
so I just clicked on it. It cut out the me.
That's
And
so
then
creepy.
Put
We said
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah, do Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And we'll see. We should add this.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Or I can try. Or there's like
See, it
different
gives you
options.
options.
And then I can try on a new like prompt. Like,
I don't like that.
this is me. Like, what we have extra credit tonight at the
What building is
the
it?
devotional or
Yeah.
whatever.
Hinkley
Yeah, I
Center.
can put in like an assembly hall.
Like, isn't that wild?
That's scary.
Like, you can do the most random things. Like,
Get
my
away with
dad
it.
was like...
Like, literally, I can, like, this looks
Yes!
bad, but I put the assembly hall in the background. Like, could you imagine if my teacher was like, go to this, take a selfie that you're there, and submit it? Boom.
literally right there.
Yeah.
I don't need, like, you know what I mean?
Isn't that actually
We would never do
wild?
that. By the
We would
way.
never
I
do
would never do
that.
that.
No,
We
no,
would
no.
never do that.
No. See, we're like kind of, I mean, like, I'm against AI, but also not against AI. Like, I feel like it's just like weird. I'm not against it. It's just like weird.
So I feel like sometimes
Right?
it can help. Like when
For
I was
sure.
doing CS, like I would ask you like, "Oh, what does this mean?" And it would help me.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. It can definitely help you like understand.
But I know sometimes. Oh my gosh, this is long. Sorry, that threw me for a loop for a second. But I know like sometimes people will like use it. They'll be like, "Write this paper," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Like,
Just like do it yourself.
On Learning Suite, it says, like, remember, like, the honor code, and then also this is a non-AI assignment.
Yeah,
the fact they have to like put that out there.
yeah,
now.
because kids are now using it because they have it. You know, it's like right in your hand. You can easily use it. And so I think that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, just like over time, it's cool to see the like drastic changes and like the awesome progress we've made with like media.
Just the fear of the unknown.
But yes,
Yeah.
I mean, that's always, you know,
case,
always
yeah.
going to be the case
Yeah.
with anything. And I feel like people were also like that with, you know, iPhones, like having a screen, right? That change was huge, you know, and people were
was a
like,
big
how do I even use this?
Or
You
like
know?
a phone without a home button.
yes,
That was a big thing. So I used to have the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and that was the last one that they made before.
the finger ID
The-
to Face ID.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when I got the
Which
phone
I can
without
go-
the
I
home
can go
button, I was
on
like,
and on.
"What on earth is this?" I was like so confused. I was like,
Uh-huh.
"I don't even know how to work this thing." But now
Yeah.
it's like easy. I'm like, "Oh, okay, easy," you know.
Yeah.
But like kids now, they
Like,
don't know what a home button
they were
is.
even able
Right.
to adjust it to if you're wearing a mask.
Yes,
Yes.
they
They
I remember
added that.
being, like, so upset during 2020. Like, first world problem, for real. But I was like,
Seriously.
I can't, like, I have to, like,
Take my mask off.
Take my mask- or
It can recognize you
put
with
in
half of
my
your face.
Yeah, put on my Apple, whatever. Like, or if I'm, like, I don't even know.
Isn't that
It's
crazy though?
crazy.
Yeah, it's scary, but also cool to see how far we've come as a world and society. So, but that is it for today's episode. We wish we had more, but sadly, this is it.
Final and the last
Final episode, but we will hopefully see you guys in the future. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.